Hi guys, it's Polar Penguin 526, and today is going to be a bit of an interesting video. It's not one that I've necessarily done, but it is one that I am excited to show you guys. Um, you're probably wondering why on earth I have the global super tanker here in X-Plane 11. Um, this is not this is not just a global super tanker. This is the upgraded and overhauled default 747 by MSparky. I will link, if I have time, I don't know if I even remember, I'll link his Discord in the description below so you can keep up to date with all of his work on this aircraft. And so I just picked it up. It's a ton of fun. I just did a test flight, long haul flight from Los Angeles, California to John F. Kennedy in New York City or New York, Manhattan, wherever you want to call it. So today's video is just to kind of show you what the aircraft can do, the startup procedures, and just to get the engines running. So we'll kind of see how it goes. I don't know if I'll do a takeoff demo or whatever. We'll just see how far I get and make sure nothing has fallen apart. So without further ado, I've chosen this aircraft and this livery just because I kind of like to use this as the default livery. So yeah, I have made a flight plan in SimBrief for this demonstration. We will not be doing a full flight, obviously. I will be plugging in. I will be. It's not that hard. I'll just start, and you guys can probably follow along. So we're gonna jump on in here. I'm gonna get my checklist here. I use this one. It's just a regular 747 checklist from Sparky himself. I think, or someone linked it into his liveries page. This is also the same checklist that comes with the documentation of the aircraft. So circuit breakers are checked, emergency equipment is checked, utility switches left and right can come on. The utility switches left and right are going to, okay, I did not need to minimize you. Utility switches going to be these utility left and utility right, these utility switches right here. So utility left and right can come on. The battery, which is here, there's a guard, so you have to flip that guard up, press the battery, and then close it. Flip the guard up, press the battery, then close it. So the battery's now on. I'm gonna get some lights on in here so we can kind of see what's going on. There we go. I like seeing those lights come to life. Battery's on. Standby power is to auto. That's to auto. Hydraulic demand pumps are the pump. These are the pumps here. These are your pumps. These are your demand pumps. These knobs right here. All of these demand pumps are to stay in the off position, so they're fine as they are now. And these are the engine pumps right here for the engine demand pumps. We don't need to worry about those right now. Alternative flap gear. It's a lot of these buttons don't work. For example, the emergency lights don't do anything. Parking brake is here. Up is set. Gear level is down. Well, gear lever is down. Flap lever is up and detent. Spoilers is up and detent. Parking brake is set. Ground power if available. So we can. There's not really a ground power. I don't know if the ground power from ground handling would work. We can try it. Let me go to the external view and connect it. GPU. I don't know if it'll work. I think it's kind of just an aesthetically pleasing view. I think that's probably just what it is. It's just to make it look as if you have a ground power unit. Yeah, so it doesn't actually work. So if that doesn't work, it says if ground power is unavailable, start the APU and set APU Gen 2 on. So our APU is right here, So we're going to go to, let me find my, okay, that's right. APU is going to go to on, and I'm going to start it. And it's now on. Now, you can kind of hear the APU coming to live. I'm going to turn the bus ties on. Gonna turn the gens on. These could stay off. Gonna turn the pumps on. So you got these, leave these off. Main 1, main 2, main center 1, main 2, center, main 3. These are this one, not these ones, but these ones. Those are coming on. Window heats can come on. Don't need to worry about engine bleeds. Packs 1, 2, and 3. APU's coming on. Or that's the bleed, I should say. Cooper cooling is norm. That's that. All of those. Yaw damper 1 and 2 can come on. So now, since our screens are starting to come up, so we've got emergency lights, armed and guarded, windshield wipers, as needed navigation lights. Sorry, I got something on my back. So, we don't need to do navigation lights because we're just sitting here in the ramp. The only time I turn navigation lights or any kind of these lights on is when I'm about to commence pushback. Bus tie switches are auto, so there's just 4 of them. Drive disconnect switches guarded, again, doesn't do anything. I will turn on the logo light. I will turn on the beacon light. Exactly, and you're going to hear a child give the boarding announcement, which is not that important, but whatever. Logo light's going to come on, beacon light's going to come on. I will turn the nav light on, just for now purposes now. Trim air, that's going to be this. Trim air can come on. Recirculation fans.
Okay, Captain, all doors are closed and the passengers are strapped in. Notify us if you need anything.
I sure will. Recirculate fans, these are upper and lower, are both on. Aft cargo heat is on. ECS switch, if I can remember where that is. I haven't really played this aircraft a lot, so I'm still kind of figuring out where everything is. I don't think it's that big of an issue. Packs 1, 2, and 3 are norm, or packs 1 to norm, 2 and 3 to off. Isolation valves 1 and 2 are open. Bleed air switches, bleed is on. Display is displays 1 and 2. We're gonna go to align on the ILS, or not ILS, sorry. Align the navigation, the nav. Nav. According to federal, that's kind of annoying. Next page. Next page. Next page.
There are 12 exits aboard this Boeing 747-400 aircraft, 6 on each side, 5...
There we go. Shut that off for now, because it's super annoying. So, navigation displays, ILS, I guess they're aligning. Pumps are on, fuel remain, that's fine. Radios, passenger signs. AGC clearance flight deck door is obviously closed, I believe. Nope. It is now. Parking brake is set. So, oxygen max, emergency lights, windshield wipers, navigation, logo lights, bus tie switches, drive hose, trim air, recirc fans, cargo heat, ECS switch. Packs 1 on to norm, packs 2 and 3 are off. Isolation valve is open, bleed air switches. I'll turn the engine bleeds on just for fun. Standby instruments set, navigation selector switches are in nav right now. Fuel control switches are off, radios are... yeah, I'm not going to worry about programming those, but we all know how those get programmed. So we're going to come down to the FMS now. Iris 1, 2, and 3 set align the nav, that's been done. Fire protection test. There we go. Interrupt switches are on. Passenger oxygen, normal flight deck lights set. Stab trim cutout switches are auto. Alright, so we'll come down the FMC. FMC, think of it as just a regular default regular aircraft. That's all it is. It looks like a lot because it's a lot more brighter and it's got a lot more crap going on with it. Same thing with the Zebo. Think of it as a large Zebo aircraft. You got your IRS, you got to align. Go here, press that, it's set. Reference airport today is going to be KMCO, that's Orlando International. KMCO. That's a reference airport. We are at... I don't remember. I'm not going to put a gate because it's not that important because we're at the cargo for FedEx. We're going to go to route. Origin, again, KMCO. Right there. Let's say our destination is KSFO. That's San Francisco. Flight number is FF1. That's Firefighter 1. That's what I like to put it as. Let's see here. We are departing off of 35 left. 35 left runway. And let's see, do we have... no. So, is it basically, think of the FMC and all that, basically the exact same thing as the Zebo mod. That's kind of all that it is, quite literally. I'm not quite sure why these screens aren't turning on. That's not normal. There's not an ILS with this aircraft compared to like down here. You'd have active standby. These are just the radio frequencies as up here. So it's a bit odd. Fire protection, interrupt switching, passenger oxygen, flight deck lights, stab trim cutout switches, FMC. We're doing that now. Just for shits and gigs, I'll program the FMC as if I'm doing the right flight, so you can see what I'm doing. So I'll do it as quick as possible. So with compared to the Zebo mod, you will have a transition here. For example, I have the Zephyr 4 transition for Zephyr, but there is no transition here. That's probably because my AirAct data is out of date, obviously. I've never updated it. I never will update it because I'm not going to buy a subscription for it. But once you got your star, once you got your this, you're set. There, legs, flight plan. Then you can go to VNav. 220 below 5,000 is kind of what I like to do. There, next page, my cruising altitude is going to be a monstrosity of, we'll do 380. It has me stepping 380 to 4,000, 40,000, but that's not what I like to do, so. And then the same thing there. Next, we're going to do route, perf, cruising altitude 380, my zero fuel weight. That's right, I never actually loaded anything into the aircraft. That's quite funny. So this is another thing. So ground handling, passenger and cargo, total. So my sim brief total for passenger and cargo. And there's two, so you have passenger and cargo in one slot. Forward cargo, bulk cargo. So cargo, passengers. So if I had to, if I had to take, so my cargo is 16.5, and my passengers is 300. So let's see here what that would be. So if we take this, we take 16.5 plus 300, that's 316.5. So that's going to be 316. Oop, 316.5. You put that into. Nope, wrong one. This one. So, I'm not sure exactly how to do the cargo. I could be wrong because I've always done, because passenger cargo is very confusing. I don't quite get that unless it's freight, unless I put it in there. Because then I could put, I mean, let me go back. Packs and cargo. So my passengers is 300. What does that do? Okay, so it's still. I don't get it. What is my payload? Payload is. I'll just do my payload. So payload 69.0. 69.0. There we go. That's fine. Next, my freight. I'll put this as my payload for cargo. This would be. This one would be. There we go. That's better. So I guess it goes here, not here. I don't know. That's if I guess this is if I'm doing like forward cargo, aft cargo, bulk cargo, but I'm doing totals, it does it all together, which actually makes complete sense. So we go back to ground handling. Packs cargo. I'll leave that there. Index. Legs. Route. Perf. Alright, so my reserve is today going to be Fin rest blunt alternate is going to be 18.0. And my cost index is going to be a whopping, yep, 300, as expected. Compared to if I'm, going overseas from, New York to London to JFK, it would be, probably, I don't know what it would be. Something not as high. We'll just say that. Thrust limit, it's just going to be regular takeoff. I could do takeoff too if I wanted, but I just do the regular takeoff. That's right. That's good. That's good. Takeoff. Laps. Okay. What about... Normally you would do flaps... You would do flaps 15. Let's see. Probably... Flaps 10. There we go. Alright, so we got our flaps 10. I don't know why it says flaps 5 thrust reduction here. But we've got VREF of 120... Stop it. VREF of 1... I'm not inputting anything. 128, 144, 163. 163 is going to go here. 163. And since obviously there's no ATC on and we don't have any step climbs we have to do, we'll just go straight up to 38,000 feet. Alright, so there's 38,000 feet. My trim for 24% is going to be 5.5, so I'm going to come down here. Looking for 5.54, so it's going to be right in between those two. So looking for 5.5, basically right about there. Don't need anything in that. Pause in it. Legs. Beautiful. Okay, we are good to boogie. So, pre-flight irises are set. I don't quite understand why these screens aren't turning on. They were working perfectly fine. Flight director, plugins, Avitab. Whoops, come here. Avitab, tab. Okay, what's going on? Okay, I don't know what's going on with my tablet. What the hell? What the hell? Wonder if the aircraft needs an update, maybe? I don't know. That is so bizarre. Okay, those are good. Armed and armed. I can put you to auto, aux. We don't need anti-ice for right now. Okay, cargo fire, that. Yeah, what's going on here? Well, these screens should all be on right now. I don't know what's going on with my Avitab. That's the really weird thing. I don't know why it's all black. Oh, I know why. Never put my APU gens on. Jesus Christ, I'm... Well, that's important. There you go. APU gens are on. I was like, I'm missing something. This is so bizarre. Alright, you want to work now, Tab? There we go. That's what I thought. I don't know why it's linked to the ECS page. That's really weird. Alright, where were we? I was like, this is going to be a really weird tutorial if this isn't working. So, that's fine. Hydraulics, cutout switches, FMC 38, 163, flight directors 1 and 2 are on. VNAV is armed. Set hydraulic pumps to auto or aux. Yep, fuel pumps are on. Crossfeed opens 1 and 4 are open. Audio systems normal. Interphone, excuse me, interphone switches are off. Voice recorder is on. Anti-ice systems are off. Window heats are on. Yacht damper are on. Outflow valve main switches are off. Air conditioning set. Before start checklist. APU's in start. APU gen is on. Brake pressure is normal. If you're curious, your brake pressure is going to be right down here. Brake pressure fuel quantity is going to be 244.8. Performance data, ship papers on board. Performance data checked and set. MCP V2 heading altitude. Heading. Go to 7 minutes on the IRS is still. That's fine. That's my fault because I didn't have the APUs on, APU generators. Auto start as needed, recall checked, crew briefing has been complete. So let me... That's good, that's good. Come on down here. We get some frequencies tuned in while we wait. Make sure ground handling. We can remove the chocks. Door control. Closed and closed. We don't worry about pushback for now. We'll do that. All right. So frequencies is going to be, since we are at Orlando, our ATIS I think is 12. ATIS departure is 120.525. 120.525. Set. Let's get our
Orlando INTL Information Hotel. 2200 Zulu weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 4000 view. 6000 broken. Temperature 25. 2.17. Altimeter 3017.
Altimeter 3017.
18 right. 17 left. Departing runways 18
And
left.
30.
18 right. 17 right. Advise on initial contact you have hotel.
Three 3017 cross-checked. Okay. By the way, to use this radio here, whatever, you have to press V this, or any of these. They won't actually work, but just that one. But I just keep it to the HC because it doesn't actually do anything. All right, we are TARA ident. That's fine. None of these work, which I wish they did, because that would be amazing. MSparky's on, fuel. Those are good. External power, those are good, those are good. Landing nozzles, aligned, APU. I'm just going over everything just to kill some time while we're waiting. Norm. Christmas tree. Make sure all of our lights are on, which they are. Ooh. So for my, if you're curious, my camera system is this. So for on the numpad 3, I have the exterior. Hold on, wait. I have the exterior wing view on the left, and number 9 is the exterior left wing view of the engines. That is what I have as mine, and then obviously I have the cockpit ones as well. So yeah, we're about 4 minutes away from IRS's aligning. I do wish that they had a better lighting in the aircraft. I feel like that could be a little bit updated. That's just me though. Beacon, taxi, inboard, outboard. Those are good. Storm lights, don't need those. We're basically ready for push. We're just waiting for the irises to align.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright, so the irises have aligned, which is a super duper exciting thing. So we are departing off of, let me get my thing up again. 35 left, so let me bring my map up here, so we are here, 35 left, oh we got a ways to go. We'll just do 36 left. So we'll just do 36 left because it's easier. It doesn't really matter because either way we're taking off of Orlando. The runway doesn't matter. As long as you take off from that airport, you're fine. Okay, so we'll go back to here, Every tab, tablet. Before start checklist, APU gens are started, ship papers, crew briefing, engine start. Alrighty, it's... Ew. Go to this, go to here, better push back.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Joe was driving in it. I am going to lower that volume because it's going to get very loud. So, fair warning. Alright. Beacon lower and upper on, nav lights are on, strobe lights, wing lights, low lights. Okay, those are good.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Alright, ready to connect. Actually, I can make this, let's go about half. Alright, we should be being lifted any second now. Yep, here comes the lift.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright. I like to start my engines once I get past this kind of line right here. Just so I'm kind of simming the not so fun jet blast, or at least once I start my turn, I will begin my my engine. Passenger sensor on, arm brakes RTO, obviously. Okay, those are good. Alright, fuel control switches are on. We're gonna go right to left. Number 4. $13, $14, $15, $16, nope. 20%. Turn my packs off. There's 20%. Here comes the fuel. Alright, so there's engine number 4 coming online. And we'll repeat the processes for 3 through 1. Oil's good, vibrations was not.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Okay, and starting engine number 3. I'll do this process quietly so you guys can hear the engines.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Alright, all 4 of our engines are started. After engine start, ignition... continuous is on. APU can come. Let me get that all set up. It's gonna be stats, yep. It's gonna be APU EGT right here, N1 and N2. N1's at 100%. Gonna turn the APU off, and I'm gonna watch that go away. And the bleed can't come off. Right here. Max can come back on. Hydraulic demand pumps are already onto auto. Perfect. Flight controls, flaps, and recall. Okay. That'll start ticking down slowly but surely at some point. So. Alright, so we've got flaps, recall. Okay, recall's good. Flaps 10, so it's gonna go flaps 1. Flaps 5 and flaps 10. Alright. Passenger sensor on, auto brake RTO pack, brake is set, continuous ignition is on. Flight controls. I know that that's here somewhere. Stats, maybe? Yes, so. It's gonna be down here, right on this box right here. Get this way, and how I like to do it for the 7.4, because it's a bigger aircraft, I will demonstrate that. So I'm gonna go, I do my rudders first. So I do left rudder, neutral, right rudder, neutral, and then I do left aileron. So that's 3 up, 1 down, or 3 up, 2 down. Right aileron. 3 right, 2 down, or 3 up, however, the same side. And then we're coming back. 2 up, 2 down. Flight controls check for incorrect. Auto throttles are armed. Go back to this. Plugins, AviTab, toggle tablet. After engine start, packed, recall flaps. Taxi lights on. Taxi landing lights are all on. Don't need wings, don't need strobes, and we'll leave the logo sign. Alright, so I'll do the takeoff for fun. Alright, before takeoff checklist, MCP, clock, set. Transponder, recall, flight attendants notified. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this video of me starting the 747 and then struggling to start the 747. I hope you guys had a lovely evening. We'll do this takeoff, and I'll see you guys in the next flight. Have a good night.